Hello, it's Gwen the Crafty Lady back with number 4 on our mini tag album. I better mark this down. I am removing the tape backing from here. We just got this one left. I taped up extra in here. I taped all around the spine. Here. Now be careful when you do this that you don't get too far out and you still get it off. So I'm removing the tape backing. Then we put down our inside cover, and then we're going to make our binding system. So pull off your tape backing. This is going to be a pretty little book. I love this. I make tons of minis. I love to make minis. I use them as gifts, give them away, whatever. There again, you need to come to my Ustream program Tuesday. Sign up on my website. Mention the book, the Ritz Cracker. You need the Ritz Cracker book is saved on Ustream. If you'd like to go watch that on my Ustream channel, I made the book cover and whatever with a Ritz Cracker box. It was fun. And some of my followers have made it. They loved it. And I want to tell you, when I covered that, and it was just a different feeling. It's just a really great cover. When you cover the front, I covered the front and the back, of course. Didn't wrap it. And because the box, when you cut off the top and the sides and the bottom, this is the spine. It's already there. You don't have to attach it. So anyway, go to my website and sign up and follow me if you wish. And I'll have a list, and come and join us on Tuesday, and you might win the book. I'm giving it away. Okay, we're ready to stick this down. Everything is taped. Once you stick this, now there again, you can use glue. I have a friend that uses glue all the time, and she says, Gwen, you've got more wiggle room. And you certainly do. However, okay, I think I like this clean look. Now you want to burnish this real well. I have a big burnisher, a big bone folder. It's a bookbinding bone folder, and I think you can get these at Scrap-A-Dab-A-Doo. They can get you anything you want. Ooh, I can't mind it. Go around the inside and use your ink as well. I sometimes get out of frame. Now, this is part of the cracking problem, because when you fill your gap in with more paper, you're taking up room. And if you don't leave a large enough gap, you're going to put too much strain on the outside, and that's part of the cracking as well. So very gingerly start folding in, nice and easy. Don't press it down, and you don't have, just stand it up. You don't press a book down that you're looking at. Take your bone folder very easily and go down that fold line. Bring it up very easy. Do the same with the other side. And sometimes I think I do it. I mess with it so much, especially my samples that I'm making for my shows. Okay, there. There is our book, and there is our inside of our book. See how nice and clean. Now you could cover this side, your wings could cover over. I really like this clean look. And when we make the hinge system, which we're going to do right now, it's going to just sit in the middle of that spine. It's just going to sit like so, and there's nothing on either side. So that's what we're going to do. I'm using a hinge system. It is not my system. The hinge system for bookbinding or making books has been around since Noah was a boy. However, people have adapted it and on and on. This is kind of a takeoff of Kathy Orta's hidden hinge system, which I've used, which I like real well. I've used other hinge systems as well. But I've adapted this a little different than Kathy's. I like this system opposed to another because the fins or the hinges are double thickness of paper. You fold them together, which I think is stronger. Folding back the sides like I'm going to do and show you, I think makes it stronger. And I think that's really very important, quite frankly. I have torn my hinges. Now, you know, you got to be careful. It's paper. You know, it's as simple as that. It's just paper. But you got to be careful with it. So there is our book, our basic book. We're going to make our hinge system. Then we're going to start embellishing. Not embellishing. We're going to start covering our pages with paper and then put them in, and we're on our way. It is, believe it or not, we've had 4. See, as I say, but if you add up 20 minutes times 4, that's over an hour. I can't find where this goes. Okay. You'll need a piece of 12. Now, you measure your pages. You measure the length of your page. My page is 7 inches long. So you're going to need at least a 12-inch by 7-inch piece of cardstock. And I'll have to get that. I only have 8.5, and I don't think it's long enough. You'll have some to trim off on the edge, but I'm going to use the same paper color. I'm going to use the black that matches our pages. So just give me a minute, and let me get my 12 by 12 black. Be right back. I started out with 12 by 12. Now, another thing about this system, you can make 20 pages. You can make as many pages in your book as you want. I usually do make 6. But there again, with this hinge, you'd have to add paper. You know, splice paper to make it longer, because the most we have is, well, no, I think you can, Martha Stewart used to have 18-inch paper. I don't think they do anymore. But anyway, we're going to make this 7 by 12. 7 inches is the height of your page. So it's 7 inches by 12. You'll need your scoreboard. I'm sure many of you has made this. Now, I have decided, I started out with 1.5 inches on each end. Then I went to 1.25 inches on each end. I think 1 inch is plenty on each end. And when you get to the last hinge, you do not need the 1/4 inch gap in between. You're going to have a 1/2 inch double hinge with a 1/4 inch in between. So I'm going to start off with 1 inch. 1 inch. Then we're going to do a 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch. That's one hinge. We're going to do half. Oh, I skipped. Oh, I hate that. 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch. We're going to do a 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch. 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch. 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. Now I got to count them, see where we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need one more. So I've got to do a 1/4 inch and then 2 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, and then I do the 1 inch like I did at the other end. So at the end you have an inch. And then you cut, and I want to count and make sure where I cut that off. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each two of these is 1 fin. There's your 1/4 inch. 2 fins, 1/4 inch. 3 fins, 1/4 inch. 4 fins, 1/4 inch. 5 fins, 1/4 inch. 6 fins, no 1/4 inch, the 1/2 inch for the wing to fold back. And then I cut that off. I just take scissors. It's going to fold back and cut the excess paper off. There again, so you could go, there's other systems you can't, yes you can. You can do anything. You really can. Got enough time and money. You know, you can do anything, but this is easier to expand this if you want to do a 20-page album or whatever. I'm going to kind of, these bone folders, you can get at Scrap-A-Dab-A-Doo, and if you make a little error like I did here, it's not going to show anyway, but I'm anal. You can almost erase them so they don't show up too bad. Okay, then you start folding. I always fold my 1/2 inch first. Hard to see on this black. Just fold them together. Makes a mountain. Folding them together. And then go back and fold in. Now I fold under my 1/2 inch on the end. And scroll it down. Because that's going to be folded back. And these, I go back and burnish them as well. Where I made my boo-boo. It skipped on me. I know it's going to take several. I don't know how many it's going to take. I watched a gal make a mini out of a paper sack mini, which I just made one the other day. That's what I used, the paper sack mini, for our Ritz Cracker box. And she had, oh dear, I don't know how many videos, but I watched every one of them. Then you go back and you fold the 1/4 inch. I mean, yeah, the 1/4 inch. That one's a little trickier. You don't want to get offline, but you got to fold it and embellish it. And that's your gap. That gives you your nice gap. I've seen a lot of people lately that's been using the 1/2 inch gap. I like fat books and all that, but I've never had any trouble, like chubby ones. I've never had trouble with my 1/4 inch gap, and I haven't tried it. I might try it. I don't know that I need a 1/2 inch gap, and if you did, then you just keep doing 1/2 inch all the way across your paper. Just put 2 of them together. Make sure they're that little 1/4 inch. Oh, yeah, it's up here. This is the last one, I think. I lost track. And then you turn it over. I use 3/8 inch tape on this. It is 1/2 inch, but you don't need that. I use 1/2 inch. So every other 1/2 inch you tape. Because you're going to fold these together to make your pin. Very simple. Every other one You will tape your 1/4 inch gap, but I don't do it right now. So here you are. You scored an inch, half inch, 1/4 inch. You only taped one side. This is a half inch, this is a half inch. Then you're going to undo your tape and fold it down. It's going to stick together, and there is your fin. And you go all the way across, and that makes your fins, your hinges, whatever you call them, it doesn't matter. Pull off your tape backing, and then fold it down. Just fold it down, and it'll just catch itself, and there you go. There's your 1/4 inch gap. There is your 1/4 inch. Here's your fin. And here's your 1/4 inch gap right there. You'll see that better when I get some more finished and attached down. Very easy. Goes very fast. Okay. There it is. There is your hinges. There are 6 accordion type pleated, and in between is your 1/4 inch gap. They all have it in between. Now I like to fold them and then fold them the other direction and score it down, because you want these pages to turn. They will loosen up as time goes on, but you certainly want them to turn. I like this system. Now, this is Kathy's system. And normally, you would put it in like this. This would fold over. Now, you could cover both of your sides and then put this in, cover both of your sides, and then lap this on top to cover this up. I don't like that look. You still got this up here, which is okay. I'm going to have this up here as well. But when I fold these in on the sides, it's going to make that real clean. I absolutely wouldn't like it like that. So what you do, you turn it over, and you've got an inch on either side, and you tape, put tape on that, cover that up. Put one here next to the 1/4 inch gap. You want right on there. And then you're going to put the 3/8 of an inch right on the edge. You're going to have a little gap. It's not going to make any difference. We're going to do the other side as well. Mind frame. Oh Lord, we're almost 20 minutes. I don't know. I probably should have done this but I haven't done it on YouTube for a while, and I've got such great followers. Okay, pull off your tape backing. We're going to get this down, and then we're going to start putting pattern paper on our. Okay, now lay this as flat as you can after you pull your backing, and fold this, and I kind of pull it out. It's to make it even, and fold it down along the edge, make it even, fold it down, burnish it, and then bring the other side up and over. Burnish that. Now, when you do that, your little fin's going to flip out. That's okay. You haven't done anything wrong. First time I did that, I thought, oh my gosh, I've hooked it to the wrong thing, but I didn't. Kind of run these back again. Like so. And there it is. There it is. Now, lay it as flat as you can. It can be hard. You're going to tape that back. Just that spine part of the back. Don't catch one of your fins, because that would be easy to do. And I need a 1/4 inch down the middle. Make sure it's trimmed off on the edge. Pull off your tape backing. I could have used brown instead of black, because when we get the paper, and I said that on the other one I did with the French Country, and one of the gals said, no, I like the black, and by the time we got everything together, the black looked really pretty. This is all appears to be brown right now, but okay. You're going to lay this, you're going to center this from your paper on you've got about a 1/4 inch on either side, and top and bottom are pretty close, maybe a little more. Lay it down, press it down. Now, this would be the time if you want to put a hole in here and put a grommet or something through here to put. There's a Tim Holtz thing with a little ring on it that you can hang charms on, whatever. This be kind of, you don't have to do it now, but it'd be really kind of be easier before you get all your pages on. I gotta fix that. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. There we go. So there is the book with the hinges, with your 6. Now, if you made this wider, if you put, you'd have to make your spine wider. This spine leaves you about about 3/8 of an inch. Yeah, about 3/8 of an inch on either side. Okay, we are 23 minutes. We're going to stop. I'm going to start choosing some paper to start covering up our pages. And when we get our pages covered, then we'll put them together and we'll put them down. See you in a little bit for part 5 of the tag book.